Hello everyone, happy Friday. It is Friday, August the 29th, and we are ending the summer with some sunny days here in Victoria on the west coast of Canada. I am coming to you from my craft room. My name is Sue Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on Vancouver Island, which is on the west coast of Canada. And yeah, today it is a warm day. I wasn't thinking about how the sun was going to be coming in here. We are going to have a bit of a sunny area here down in my craft room, but I hope that it is going to be okay for you guys to be able to see. The sun is coming around. I hope you guys are having a great Friday and are looking forward to a nice long weekend, right? Okay, we got some people popping on. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Josie. And Christine, welcome. I am going to share with you a card design that was actually created by the Canadian stamper, which is Tanya Sousa. And we had a team gathering here. It's been a few weeks ago now, but we did a big card buffet, which means that I had some team members over that were local to me that could gather in person, and we each designed a card. And then we sit around and, we chat and have a good time, visiting, but we make each other's cards. So I absolutely love the design of the card that Tanya created, and I wanted to share it with you. If you guys have not found her yet on Facebook, the Canadian Stamper, she's fabulous, and she often goes live, if I remember right, at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, as well as I think other times during the week too. But look her up. This design is going to be scrap worthy for sure. You are going to want to grab scraps this weekend. I am using stuff that was basically left in my craft area after creating my September's. I am working on October's cards, but I just finished taping September's full instructional video and doing the full PDF for the Scenic adventure. So I'm going to share with you some of those cards just in case you are wanting to grab that PDF video so that you can create those cards. And I'm going to share with you the 2 cards so far for October, which is October and November are Christmas themed. So this one is a beautiful, I'm doing black and white and gold with our ornamental Christmas bundle, and it's with the modern Christmas suite. It's so pretty. And I am adding, because of the red and the black and the gold, I'm adding a pop of, the black and the white and the gold. I'm adding a pop of red to a couple of the cards because it's just so pretty together, right? All right, let's see here. Parksville, kind of smoky. Yes, it was a little bit hazy this morning when the sun was coming up. There is some, I guess, fires in BC, and yeah, we've got had a little bit of kind of a smoky feel this morning. Doesn't seem to be too bad right now, but there has been a little bit here as well, Christine. Okay, good afternoon. All right, so let's get started. Couple things to let you know about because they are time sensitive. Product share, which includes all the amazing papers from the new holiday catalog coming out September 3rd, all the online exclusives that come out September 3rd. There is a ton of beautiful papers for fall and going into Christmas, as well as there are 5 gorgeous ribbons. There's 2 twines and 2 linen threads that are also being released. We've got some gorgeous gold shaker stars that are going to be, I popped in there because they're so fun. And I'm going to be checking in some freebies as well. So it is a great way, whether you are an avid crafter and you want to just have a little bit of absolutely everything, so you don't have that feeling, oh my goodness, I'm missing out. You have enough to definitely get started and create a lot of different cards. In fact, I always cut myself a share, and that way I have been working through, and I've almost used all of my product share that I cut for myself from the annual catalog. And it's been great because I've been able to use a little bit of all the different papers, which gives you guys a nice variety to also check out. But you can have a little bit of everything yourself. So if you are within Canada, you would grab that product share through myself. If you are within the States, my border buddy, my great friend, Lori Bradley from St. Louis, she is doing, we arranged so that we would both do the exact same product share, like down to the freebies, the 10 6x6 two-tone cardstock that we're checking in, our 20 card bases. She's doing the exact same colors. We've been chatting and getting ready to order everything. And what else are we popping in? Oh, a package of holiday sequence adhesive backed embellishments that are really, really pretty. So she's your girl. And yes, I've been asked, will they be the same? They will be exactly the same. Okay. So the link for her product share is in the body of mine. So if you are wanting to, if you're in the States, you're not in Canada. If you're in Canada, you can take advantage and grab the product share. But if you aren't, you still can click on my product share, and about 3/4 of the way down, it will have the link that says, if you are a resident in the US, this is the link for Lori Bradley's product share, which is the exact same. Yes, FOMO is so real. It is, isn't it? I know. I saw you signed up, Judy. It is so real. Yes. So you're not missing out on anything. You're going to get it all. All right. So let's get to creating here. I'm going to head on down to my workspace. I just finished cleaning up. Oh, hold on. I just got to just adjust that so that you don't have a haze in there from my... Perfect. So I just finished tidying up. The full instructional video for Scenic Adventures is 2.5 hours long. So it walks you through step by step how to do everything for these cards. And I have all the samples here. I chucked in 2 extra just designs that have it laid out in the PDF here on the last couple pages. One is a winter theme. I have the card here. And one is a great little card layout as well. And those are included in the PDF. So I'm starting to chuck in just a couple extra ones because I have been creating with this bundle, and I always end up making extra cards, and I never know which ones, like, oh, I love them all and want to put them all into the class, but this way it gives you all of the directions for all of them, so even some extra ones. Okay. Yes. Hello, Leah. How are you? Oh my goodness, it's been forever, hasn't it? Okay, so here are your Scenic Adventure. So those of you that have got the kits, we are going to be doing our live Zoom, not this Sunday because it's a long weekend, but the Sunday after that. I think it is the 6th. I think the Sunday is the 6th, right? I think. And then in person will be on the Monday night. But I have ended up using different papers because you have a chance. You have all of these beautiful boho vibe papers within the kit for those that signed up, and then you get, to have fun trying out different combinations. At first I didn't want a busy background, but look at that. That looks so amazing. I love it. So these are the designs that are in the PDF, okay, including this one here, which is a fun fold. And then the 2 bonus ones that are in the PDF are this one here, which is a great little layout with a little peek through window. You can make the scene whatever you want, shade it up how you like. And then I had to do, because we are going to be going into the winter season coming up, I had to do this one. A little winter scene for you. And I wanted to show you this one because it's going to kind of show you where I'm going with today's designs, because I had all the papers out from this class and making this last card here. And I'm going to be using some of the scraps for an amazing, quick and easy layout. Okay, so let's show you the layout. The Scenic Adventure, that virtual class, is in my PDF store now, along with all my past ones too. You can tell I was doing a lot of blending for October. I'm just going to flip it. We're going to keep going. So I want to use the Scenic Adventure, some of the dies, the trees, and create some beautiful, more kind of holiday season type of cards so that you can see how you can use it for more than one season. I love doing that because with a lot of the outdoor sets, they can take you right from spring to fall to right into winter. In fact, I'm going to work on a more fall themed one probably in the next week or so to share with you as well. But this is a beautiful card that we created, and I love how it just uses 3 pieces of paper and a beautiful embellishment. I love it. This was designed by the Canadian stamper, who is also in Victoria. She is part of my team. She is below one of my other team members. We're all part of one big team, and she's a great designer, creator, and you can find her on Facebook too. So the Canadian stamper, Tanya. So this was the card that she brought to our card buffet when we had our gathering, and I am going to case it, which is copy and share everything, as we love to do, right? And I am going to take it on a winter feel. Okay, so what we did on this one is we used these beautiful papers that came out with, oh my goodness, it was only a few months ago, March. Botanical textures is what they're called. And this one was actually just, it looks like burlap, but we stamped a stamp over top of it from the textured notes. This is again one of the papers. I love these papers. And then this is the glass texture, and I did use that one for my take on this one. Okay, so I'm going to start with a card base that is cloud cover. Okay, let's see here. We got lots of people popping on here. Hello in YouTube land, as well as in Facebook. I just saw a question come by about the PDF. So when is PDF available to order to prepare for class? So Linda, it is going to be going out, the full video, I just have to edit it a little bit, but the full video and the PDF will be coming to you early next week, as I know that you are signed up for class. And if you register for a kit, I have had some ladies register for the class kit and then also get the PDF, and you don't have to do that. The actual PDF and video are included when you get the kit. Okay, so you get the PDF and the video as well. It's all part of the kit. Okay, all right. So there you go. There's those questions answered. All right. So I'm going to do 2 different color combinations, and then we're going to do a little vote, and we're going to see which one we like the best. Okay. Because I couldn't decide. I knew I wanted to do some white trees for some lovely snowy trees. And I've got a little baby tree in here too. At least I hope I did an extra baby tree. There you are, little baby tree. So there is our trees that we're going to put on here. Tanya put a little butterfly with some gems. I'm going to do the trees. Okay, and then I have brought in, this is new specialty paper. It's velvet. Well, it is faux velvet. It's not velvet because it's not material, but it is faux velvet. I should actually just grab it because it comes in 3 colors. Let's see. I had it right here. Here it is. And this is part of the product share as well. So in the product share, you get all the designer series papers, but you also get all of the specialty papers are included as well. Okay. All right. And like I said, for those that are joining us from the States, you don't have to miss out because I have got a partner in crime, and Lori Bradley is doing the exact same share. Okay. So here is the other colors, which they are just the best Christmas colors. This is a real red and a garden green. And although we see them in cardstock all the time, to see them with this kind of velvety look it just looks like Christmas. It reminds me of like a tree skirt. And my grandma, a little backstory, and maybe growing up you had this too. I'm just going to close the door here. Maybe you had this too growing up, but my grandma, who she passed, well, she lived to 97, which is amazing. She used to sew myself and my cousins dresses every Christmas, and they were usually in either red or green velvet. So we would have like full length dresses that she would sew us in these colors. It would kind of alternate, but when I see this, that's what it reminds me of. And so good memories there for sure. But those are the 3 colors that are in the velvet. It's gorgeous. And they're called All Season Velvet. Okay. And again, they'll be released in September on the 3rd, coming up. So I've got one piece, and let's bring Tanya's in here so you can see how I'm going to lay this out. So I've got one piece of velvet that's going to go down, and it is going to set our little snowy feel, our winter feel, because it makes me think of snow. Okay, so we're going to put that one down first. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in another specialty paper. This one I'm not going to stamp on. For the second one, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. But this one is called Silent Snowfall. And it is, again, it's one of a specialty paper coming out. You get in the package 6 sheets that already have these beautiful snowflakes on them. I am going to use that as my second piece, and I'm going to put that down flat. Okay, and this is part of the product share. You get a quarter package of all of these goodies. Now I want to be mindful of where I'm putting this. I'm going to put it up a little bit higher so that I have got a place still free for me to stamp a greeting, which I don't know what I'm going to stamp yet, but it'll be something. Maybe a little 'tis the season or something about snow. We'll see. There is actually a cute greeting in here that I quite like that says, "Just breathe and take it slow." And you know what? Sometimes you got to do that over the holiday season, right? You just have to sit back and take a breath because it gets pretty busy. Okay, now I've got a little bit of gold, and this is textured with the same embossing folder as this one. So this is the glass. It comes with the garden embossing folder, and it was part of the celebratory Sips suite in our annual catalog. I like them because they're smaller textures, and I used the garden one on a card that I blended up with some beautiful different colors last time I was live. And again, it was another card that was made by one of the lovely ladies and a good friend in my Stamp It Canadian team, Happy Stamping with Hetty. And she had done I have it actually back to the side, just right here. Let me just see. Yeah, so this is the other texture. Here it is here. So this is the other texture. This is the garden one. Isn't that pretty? And then this is the glass one. And it has either, this is the edge of it, and it's made to look like a design of one of those fancy glasses for drinks. Okay, so glass texture to it. All right, so there we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these beautiful trees, and I am going to just pop them up with some dimensionals just off to the side here, because I'm going to make it so that they are level with our texture here. And I want to show a little bit of the texture because it's so pretty, but I also want to put one of these cute little trees down here as well. Okay, so we're going to just have a look and see where our dimensionals have to go. Here it is here. 1, 2. You're not late, Janice. We're just getting started. Just getting started. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit, just a little bit of glue. I don't want to put too much on here because I don't need too much to stick it down, but I also don't want to get, when you get like liquid glue on your metallic papers, how it makes that kind of, it can make quite the mess. So I just want to make sure that I'm just putting a little bit on there is all I need just to tack it down. I could have used actually glue dots. Might have been the smarter thing to do, but that will be fine. I just put a little on. So there is our snowy trees. And then I'm going to pop this one out over here too, just with a couple dimensionals like that. So I'm going mostly, well, white with a little hint of gold. So I did a little color on the card base. Just kind of like, I love this cloud cover because it's kind of like a frosty blue, right? It kind of has silver undertones to it, which is quite pretty. And then we're going to add some embellishments, and I'm going to add a little bit of Wink Stella to the trees, and that's just going to make those a little bit sparkly, which we want on our trees, glistening a little bit, and it will just add a little silver tone to it as well, which will pop it up off of our white background here a little bit more. Okay, so we'll add a little bit there. Okay, now it's very wintry, isn't it? Perfect. So very simple. Now you realize that now I've got this beautiful finished card, and I'm going to stamp on it, right? And we're all going to send some good vibes my way so that the stamping turns out perfectly, right? Because if not, we're in trouble. In fact, I probably could have. I'm just going to put that there. I'm making it nice and flat. Stamped it first in the corner before I put all this stuff on it, but you know what? I'm living on the edge here. Okay, and you guys are going to take a nice look at that. Just breathe and take it slow. Okay, so let me just see if this is going to fit on here. Okay, if not, I'm going with another one. Oh, it's pretty close. I'm going to find a different greeting here. What have I got? I'm going to grab my Christmas ones. We're going to see what we have got here. Okay. Snowy Delight. Tradition. Okay. All right. We have got, let's see here. Oh, see, I've got some little tiny ones. This will be perfect. So I've got a few, a winter wish for Snowy Delights. I mean, that would be very cute on the inside. Same with, or I could do a warm hello, which would be cute. Joy to the world might fit in there. This is the traditional, this goes with the traditional labels, and I will get into, these are all new ones that are coming out in September release. I will get into this one a little bit more with all of the actual labels that go with it, because they have some beautiful, beautiful edges, right? We all need to breathe. We sure do, don't we, Linda? Hey, take a breath every once in a while. Okay, I've got these ones though, and this is cute. Hope this Christmas is the most magical yet. That might be sweet just to go on the corner, hey? I also love this one, and I've used it already. The Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. Sending Merry Tidings. I think I'm going to see if this one will fit, just to do something different. These ones are all too big, but they are come out with a bundle, and they have all of the seasons coming up, which is really pretty. And the punch is shaped like this. So it's going to be a good one. I'll feature it at some time. But let's go with this cute little stamp right here. I'm going to see if it fits. Like I said, if it doesn't fit, we are moving on to the next stamp, because I'm not taking a chance on this card. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Look at that. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay. Now, the question is, what color do I pick to stamp this in? I'm thinking I want to stay kind of with the blue themes. I could pop a little bit of red, but I don't want to, I like it, want it to be a little bit cooler, I think. So I think I'm going to go with Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to stamp it right there. I have not conditioned this stamp yet, so I'm just going to just do that. Let's see. So we got Lost Lagoon, and I'm just going to see if I've got a little eraser here. I'm grabbing what I've got next to me. Look this out. It's the end of a pencil. But I'm just going to just rub it over just the surface. This is a brand new stamp, and I just want to take that factory kind of coating off of there. Lost Lagoon, that's what I'm going for. Secret Sea, gold embossing for the stamping. You know what I thought about? Doing even white embossing on here, but I think there's more chance of it not turning out perfectly if I do the embossing. So I'm going with straight stamping. Okay, we're going to do a practice. Perfect. Okay, and I think that's going to be the perfect tone. Okay, I'm going to just move it down so it's within my view here. Okay, here we go. What are we going to do? We're going to take a breath. Here we go. Count to 3. No jiggles, no wiggles. Voila. Love it. Okay, we need a little tiny bit of sparkle on here for sure. That is perfect. Let's get out. Let's do a little bit of, again, I don't want to take away from what's going on, so I think I'm going to get out some white pearls, which I think will be really pretty. I love these little pearls because sometimes you need an embellishment that's just really tiny, especially if you want to pop it like in the center of a snowflake or a flower. And so some of the embellishments don't have these tinier little ones, and I find them so handy, especially if I'm doing, like, look at that, that's perfect, especially if I'm doing little tiny flowers or snowflakes like this. They're the perfect little embellishment, and they're shiny. We love shiny. Put one down here too. I'm going to do a few of them because you get so many. We're going to do one there. I'm not going to put them on all the snowflakes, but love it. And 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we need any more. Maybe I'll do like one here and one over here. just to highlight our little greeting here. So we'll do one there and one over here, like that. Okay. All right, so there is the first one. Again, easy, right? And beautiful layout, and definitely repeatable with all of your scraps, right? Darker in color, secret. Yes, I thought about that, but I do love just the light tone. I was afraid darkness would take away from all of what we've got going there. Okay, and we're making another version. It might just have Secret C in it. In fact, I know it does. So imagine like all of the different themes. You could do fall colors with a big leaf in the center of it. I love this layout. It's perfect. Okay, so let's do the second one. Okay, this one I'm going white. I am bringing in Secret C. Okay, I'm going to start with that piece of paper. Again, I'm using up literally scraps. I just finished doing the recording for this class, so I'm using up all the bits and pieces. So it's a scrappy card. Okay. And you can see the beautiful colors on the other side, and imagine using some of the other boho. We're going to go up this way. Some of the other boho vibe papers for this would be awesome. And then you could have like a mountain in the center. Okay. Could even do a snowy mountain like I did on one of the other cards. There we go. So we're doing Secret C as our backdrop. And then I'm pulling in a you know how I love to do this, a non-Christmas item. Like these boho vibe papers are not Christmas. I didn't glue that down very well. Let's try again. I didn't get it on this side of the paper. But we're turning it into Christmas, right? Or something more wintry anyway. Okay. But this embossing folder, to me, it is the pressed flower embossing folder. But if you use it in a different color like this, it almost, especially if you add a little bit of Wink Stella, it almost looks like, it's like just like a little plant that has some frost on it, some winter frost, right? Like some of the papers that we've had in the past. So we're going to just do just a little bit of Wink Stella on here, just to make this look almost like just frosted leftover plants that are out during the winter season. Can you see that? Can you picture it looking frosty? There we go. Especially first thing in the morning. Like, it won't be too much longer and we're going to start having frost for sure in the mornings. I mean, we got a little ways to wait, hopefully, but give it a month. There we go. So that just adds a little tiny bit on there, and it does look like it could be frosty. Okay, I'm going to pop that out, and then we are going to do the white trees. And you guys can let me know which color theme. You gotta wait till they're done. No votes in yet till it's done. Okay, I'm gonna just put that there, and I'm gonna actually stamp my greeting first. You know, just a thought. We're gonna use the same embellishments. Do I want to switch up the greeting a bit though? I might do a little Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. I like that. And I thought about switching up the color to a darker color for the greeting, but I think, again, if I had the dark color in the corner, it's going to draw away from this dramatic kind of darkness that we're doing with the papers. So I'm going to go with the Lost Lagoon again. I'm going to pop it down right here. Okay, make sure it's straight. Here we go. Again. Okay, I think we got her. Perfect. Okay. That is perfect. Now we're going to put this down. Holiday berries, exactly. It does look like that, doesn't it? In fact, I mean, if you really wanted to take it one step further, you could probably color in. It would take a while, but you could color in all of the little berries red, which would look pretty. Okay. Now we're going to add our trees, and you're going to be able to like look at how that pops off of our darker backdrop. Love it. Okay, I wanted to do a little bit of color, like something kind of more dramatic with the white. So when I saw these papers on my workspace still, I thought this is going to be perfect. And I wanted to create another card with white trees for the holidays. There's that. Okay, where's our little baby tree? I know I've got it. There it is. We're going to pop this one down in the corner. And I just got to cut my little strip here of my dimensionals. There we go. I'm going to go like that. Perfect. And we'll add this down in the corner here. That's cute. Okay. All right. I love that. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we've got all of our bits and pieces on there. I'm going to, again, little Wink of Stella on the trees. It's always pretty. Now, this is an afterthought. I always come up, you know, as I'm creating, and I'm like, okay, if I were to do this again, how would I step it up or change it slightly? I mean, if I really wanted to do something really different, do you remember those snowflakes that were in our card for the Scenic Adventure? Let me just get it so you know what I'm talking about. So these ones here, see these snowflakes? If I wanted to add something, I could emboss white snowflakes in the background on this really dark colored paper. I think that would look pretty cool. So if I have any scrap left over, I still have to do this class in Zoom and in person. So if I have a piece left over, I might try that, embossing some white flowers on the dark background. I think that would look really pretty. But for now, I think that is a nice little switch up from the lighter color. And I'm going to add just a few little embellishments here. Let's see, let's go this one down here. And maybe this one right here. Maybe we'll put it on here just to be different. Yep. There. And one down here. I like that. Okay. So can you see? It's hard to tell without being in person with the card. I need actually, the sunlight hasn't quite come around. I need it to hit the card so you can see the Wink of Stella on there. But I do like that texture in behind the trees. And then here's the one where we've got the gold. There is a Wink of Stella on the tree. You can kind of see it. See it right there. I have to hit it in the sunshine in the right direction. Oh my goodness. You can tell I've been taping the video that had a whole lot of Secret Sea. I have it all over my hands right now. And then there is the gold. And then this is the Silent Snowfall. So pretty. Okay. So there is just a quick and easy layout of a winter's night. It does, doesn't it? Especially with the secret sea in the background. Okay, so there is a beautiful layout again, starting with the inspiration encasing from the Canadian stamper, Tanya Sousa, and this one here. Love it. So easy. And turning it into a winter theme. Now, the question is, do you prefer the darkness and then the white snowy trees, or a little blanket of snow with a pop of gold? That is the question. Let me know what you think. I'm glad you like them. That's perfect. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me. On a Friday, I love to just pop on, connect with you all, and get creative, give you some information, or give you some information, but also inspiration going into the long weekend. You know, you can get out your scraps and have some fun with the scraps and create them. I know it's a tie for me. I love the gold, and I'm loving this texture in behind there. But I do love the darkness too. So it's a toss-up for me for sure. The gold one. Okay. Now, earlier during my video, if you end up seeing the video, I grabbed these. I saw them online, and for one thing, I love the little box that they came in, and they are little tear cards. They have like inspiration in each one that has thoughtfulness, and I was colors, right? I love the colors. Timid tiger. It looks like strawberry slush, white, and then almost like a light flirty flamingo on there. So you're going to see this with a black. You're going to see that as inspiration for sure for a card coming up. But they have these little cards, and I pulled them because this just arrived. And I pulled this one to share, and I thought this was kind of a cool one to share, because you know what? You guys are all wonderful. So it says you're wonderful. And in here, this is a little just moment to think about going into the weekend. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Isn't that awesome? I love that. So there you go. There is a little thought for you, because you guys are wonderful, and thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you get a chance to get crafty. We have got in Victoria, we have got the Scenic Fair that is here this weekend. It has been around for, I don't know, 100 and something years. It's just fun. You go, there's all of the animals, there's all of the shows. They've got a cover band playing on Saturday night. There is, of course, all the games and all that sort of stuff too. But it's the fair that Lance grew up out this way, that he grew up going to as a child. So we have always gone. We spend at least a few hours there each year. And so the Lance and I are both going to go. The kids sometimes go and sometimes not. They're older now, right? But we are going to go and listen to some music and just walk around and check out all those sort of things this weekend. So we've got that on the agenda, and yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. So I hope you guys get a chance to create. Oh, I almost forgot to show you. Hold on, wait a second. I have got 2 of the cards finished. You guys have only seen sneak peeks so far, right? For October, I'm going to put the camera back down, and as you go, you can check out October's card club, because this is just 2 of them. So let me just show you. For October's card club, it is the gorgeous ornamental Christmas. It has these gorgeous gold hoops in it, and it's the gold, it's the white, it's the black. I love it. I love the modern look of it, and I'm using a lot of circles with it. But this is one of the card designs. So you'll be making 2 of these ones. There's going to be 2 hoops in your kit. You're going to get, I forget how many yards, a lot of this gold and black yarn, as well as the white and gold, which is this one. Okay, and then you will get a half package of this beautiful paper. And then this is, look at me, I've already been die cutting. I've already got 2 of the cards already prepped for packing up for the class, for sending out the kits. And then this is another one with a little window in it, and then it has the opposite side of the paper showing in there. And then you could add, of course, another tree or something on the inside, but that is the second design. So there's the 2 designs so far. I've got 1 more still to do. And then as our wow card, we are going to do a beautiful shaker card. And so you will end up with enough of these sequins in your kit to do a shaker card, as well as some gold loose sequins as well, so that you can use to embellish all of your cards. Okay, so registration's open for those. If you are wanting the bundle, it goes live on September the 3rd. So some of you have registered, quite a few of you have registered for the class, and those that were wanting the bundle have added it into the class registration. That is going to ensure that when it goes live, I will be on there as soon as it goes live, and I will be ordering up your bundles and getting them to you, because things sell out. So I can guarantee registration to September the 3rd, but then after that point, even though it's open to the 10th, I will grab a few extra products, but I may have to shut down registration before the 10th, depending on if new stuff sells out, right? That's always the fear of a new fabulous catalog, and it's a good one. Okay. All right. So there you have it. You've seen your sneak peeks, and I hope you guys have a great long weekend. Okay. All right. I will see you next on Sunday morning. I will still be going live Sunday. Although I could go Monday because it is a holiday. So it might be Sunday or Monday. I will let you know. I will post, and we will create again soon. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye for now.